Good morning, everyone. We're here to sign two very important bills. The first bill is being the human trafficking training bill that was introduced by Councilman Burnett. This is to make sure that all of our hotel employees are trained on how to look for human trafficking. The lead sponsor is here, and I'm going to give him his opportunity to talk about the bill, and then we're going to sign it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, ex officio Mayor Young, or Jack. Thank you all. I'd also like to thank our partners in Baltimore Police Department and the hotel industry to bring this to fruition. And I'd also like to take the time to acknowledge former council member Jim Kraft, who originally pushed this forward, I believe back in 2015. So this is really trying to build on that work to require hotels to help train their employees on a biannual basis to identify signs of trafficking and ensure that victims get help as quickly as possible. As we know, it's a huge issue in Baltimore City, and especially in the hotel industry in Baltimore and across the country. So this is a big step forward, and I'm thankful for my colleagues for their support on this legislation. I also want to thank the Baltimore City Human Trafficking Collaborative, who've done a tremendous amount of work on the ground on this issue. Again, the Baltimore Police Department, the hotels, and Jack, our ex officio mayor, for his support on this as well. Thank you.
All right, we're going to sign.
All right.
Come on over, Chris.
Good idea.
Plus, I'm signing twice. All right. Okay, the next ordinance that will be signed into law is the Baltimore City Sustainability Plan. And this was worked on by Councilman Dorsey, along with people in the Sustainability Commission. A former member of the Sustainability Commission is ex officio President Sharon Green Middleton. This is a very important piece of legislation that we're all proud of, and the lead sponsor on this was, well, you worked on this, right? You worked with the Sustainability?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Well, anyway, we want the chairperson of the Sustainability Commission to come up and have a few words.
Two co-chairs.
The co-chairs, if y'all come up and have a few words.
Sure.
And Councilman, if you would like to have
2 words.
you would like to have 2 words.
Thank you.
Great.
All right.
We've been working on this plan for more than 2 years now. It's been an incredible process of working with the community and really identifying the priorities, and among those, a real lens on racial equity and how we implement everything. I'm sure Becca wants to add to that.
Yes, we're very proud of the support that we've gotten from this, and we're very excited to see the community change, very proud of what Baltimore has already done, and looking forward to continue our progress for sustainability.
Councilman?
Thank you, sir. I'm just very proud to have the opportunity to serve on the Sustainability Commission, and it's been a wonderful, inspiring experience to see community leaders and thought leaders from all around Baltimore City and many areas put forth a community-driven vision for the future of Baltimore City. And so I'm really thankful to be here today. Thank you.
Thank you. This has been something that Councilman Dorsey, he just pushed and pushed and pushed. And he oftentimes talk about all these things that is important for our communities to be sustainable. One of the things the commission was very, very much active on is the styrofoam, which we passed. Some of those things, you know, recycling and those kind of things. And we're looking forward to working with you all on many more things that we can get done in the time that I'm here, because I believe that we need to leave this world in a better place than we found it for kids unborn to be able to enjoy the things that we were able to enjoy before the environment started being destroyed. So again, I want to thank you all for your hard work. Thank you, President ex officio Middleton, because when you was on the Sustainability Commission, you was trying to push a lot of stuff as well. So that goes to show when we work together as a unit, we can get a lot of things done. So looking forward to work with you all to do more things to make our city a more sustainable and healthy city. All right. Now we're going to sign it.
Smiles, everyone. Smiles.
All right. Okay.
Sustainability group, may I have you slide over this way, please?
Congratulations.
Stay with you're saying.
Oh, I'm sorry. I feel you snuck in here. We got Councilman Zeke Cohen who have joined us. So, did you want to have a few words about? Okay. Well, we're going to go and take our picture.
Congratulations. Thanks, Miles. Okay. The next one. Okay, team, right this way. Take a look. Very nice. And once again, congratulations.
If you could talk a little bit about the legislation that's going to be proposed tonight, about, possibly a shift in powers between the mayor and the city council.
Okay, like I said earlier, I'm in a situation where it seems like, I can get, because I am going to run back for council president, and some of the things that they're proposing will strengthen the council, and I have to be careful with that, that it won't be seen as self-serving. I had no idea that they was coming up with these pieces of legislation that I supported in the past, but at this critical time, right now, I would hope that the council would just wait until the new administration is in place for how they move forward with some of this legislation. I will take a close look at it. I haven't really delved into it yet to see what it does, but I'm encouraged that the council have always been able to work with me as council president with legislation. I hope they're willing to do that in my dual role as council president and acting mayor. So I'm looking forward to looking at that, getting with my legislative team to see where we can come to some common ground on some of the proposals that I've read about. I haven't actually seen them.
So you're advising them to slow down on this legislation?
I've been asking them to just pause right now. We got a lot of things that's going on in the city. We got crime that's rising, we have murders that's continuing to rise in the city. We have a city that's really dirty in terms of how it looks when people are riding in through our gateways. And I've been riding all over the city, calling in stuff, getting it cleaned up, because I believe that we need to do it now and worry about who paid for it later. So those are the kind of steps that I'm taking to try to show people that the city's in good hands and we're moving forward, cleaning up the city and reducing crime. Just had a meeting with the VRI task force over the police department, and had a conversation with the commissioner about my concerns that we keep the pace up. We could almost be at 20 murders if you look at the 82 in the 4-month period. So our VRI teams are working very great in their VRI, and there's not that much crime there, but we need to expand that so that the whole city can feel the same effect that the VRI has had on those communities that have been most violent. So what we're doing is trying to get officers out the cars. Citizens are saying they've seen them out of the cars now, and they're walking, because I've been going to roll calls, and I've been asking them to just get out the cars and just greet people, and you'll find out that they greet you in a very positive manner. All they want to do is have interaction. And if they do more of that and get the meeting more of the community out there, they'll find out that they can get information. And the bad guys don't know who is giving information, but they're talking and engaging everyone, including them. So those are things I'm focusing on. So I'm hoping that they can just slow down just a little bit while I wrap my hands around all of the other things that need to be taken care of with their cooperation, because we're still working together as a team, and I think we can get some of those bills through.
What, have you heard from Mayor Pugh, and what's the
I have
status?
not.
A lot of people
I have
are
not
curious.
heard. I have not heard from Mayor Pugh, I think about 2 weeks or something. About 2 weeks. I understand she's still, under the weather. From what I read in the paper, they said that she's no better than she was. I don't know because I have not spoken to her.
And how long possibly can a medical leave for a mayor go on?
There's no provision, so I guess it can go on until she decides one way or the other what she's going to do.
Anything else?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, Debbie's got something.
I thought I signed everything.
This is Robert's.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Well, Jay can come on left.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Jay, this is for Robert. We'll get a quick picture.
Okay, This bill that I just signed is renaming the Oliver Pool after John Murdoch, who was a person who gave up his time and energy to make sure kids like me stayed on the straight and narrow path. Not that I crossed every T and dotted every I, but Coach Murdoch was the type of person that would go to your schools, come to your homes, and make sure that you're doing everything that you're supposed to do, or you didn't play for him. He was just a super person. He volunteered to be a gym teacher at School 102, where my daughter attended, and it was, he did it just because he wanted to do it. He wasn't paid for it. A lot of things that he did, and he worked in the community action centers, and most of the things he did was because he wanted to do those things. And I was honored as one of his players to sign this into law, naming that pool after him. His last days on earth, he was worried about his Oliver team. He used to raise money for them kids to go anywhere they wanted to go. He's the first coach that I've ever heard of that took a team of African American players to Russia to play basketball. And he had the Russian kids come here too. So I don't know how he got his money, how he did it, but he was a great salesman coming to people, asking them to help send kids away. And he did a great job of that. And I can remember visiting him at Johns Hopkins, where he was worried about his team and how he had to get out the hospital to go and take care of his tournaments. And I told him, look, you just need to get well, and you need to let your assistants take care of these things. And he came home, still trying to get to Massachusetts, catch cabs, coming to all the games and stuff to make sure his kids were there. And then he got worse. They took him to the University of Maryland, where he died. And I'm happy to sign that into law, because this man helped change my life.
Where's the pool?
At Oliver, right there in the 1400 block of Federal Street.
It's the last one.
I have another one. Which one is that?
The memo. You have a pen right there.
Is that the pool that got the new park last year?
No, they didn't get a new park. This is the pool that's been closed for about 10 years or more. And they told us it was going to cost a whole lot of money to get it done, and that was not true. Thank you, everyone.